welcome, welcome, beautiful buddies. Saint-Germain Simon. We have arrived. We have arrived. Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal. How many minutes exactly? Let me see. PSG Arsenal. I think the game is 6 p.m. Central European time. Well, 17 hours and 34 minutes. We're not that far away. Let me see if some new news have dropped regarding the game, even though I don't think so. What the fuck? I go into Twitter and this is what I see. So they asked David Ornstein about the Champions League final, and he says 22-year title wait ended. Wenger did 22 years at Arsenal. Krupi, number 22. Arteta was 22 when Arsenal won title in 2004. David Ornstein gives a prediction for the Champions League final based on the significance of the number 22 for Arsenal. What? Okay, so Krupi because he scored against City. So he predicted 2-2 and Arsenal to win in penalties. But he creates this entire Fugazi stuff. Gamble signing waving flag. Did you see that end? No. What, the World Cup song? 2010? Yo, Halimi. Welcome, brother. Welcome, brother. Give me a 3 dream sign up for this transfer window. I mean, Alvarez, if there's still some hope there. Konate, now that he's going to leave Liverpool officially. Rodrigo, I like Diamonda. I like Diamonda. Bonsoir, Rivi. Bonsoir. Today is the day. Get ready for the 24-hour stream. I am Rivi. I am very ready, man. Yo, what's up, Alessio? What's up, Isia? What's up, Christian? Also, tactic will be to get to your players' heads and get them sent off or injured early on. I wouldn't say injured, but they definitely want to get into our head. You know, that's why they've been trash talking so much before the game. They're trying to get into our players' heads and make us play an emotional game. I think we score fair, but you ultimately win 2-1. Okay. Who do you think will score for Arsenal? If BT Sar going to be unbearable and cook you? I mean, look, game is game. Game is game. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've promised if PSG does win the Champions League, I will have a 24-hour live stream just like I had last year. Let me find them. Oh, let me send the link. One second. Let me just send the link to the group chat. You got me in a chance, my baby. All right. Maybe. But again, I think Diamante will only happen if Barcola leaves. Yeah, 100%. I mean, they have sent a 100 million bid. We'll see. Hopefully, he should. Come on, Champions League final there. Can see quite a big chunk of position to Arsenal. Potentially. Yes, sir. Man, I just hate that all the games are like at 5 in the night, 4 in the night. But I can't wait, man. Maza is gonna have a generational World Cup. I don't know, maybe, but I think it's slightly more likely he's gonna stay. How's Dembele gonna handle Gabriel? Even Haaland was struggling against Gabriel. Actually, more 50-50. I mean, first of all, Haaland is he's number 9. He's very physical, so he will be close to Gabriel, and they will have a bunch of duels and so on. Dambu's like Gabriel is never gonna be on him. Yeah, yeah, potentially. But again, you have to understand why we played like we played at Allianz is because how good Bayern are offensively, and it was in a away stadium. This is a Champions League final. Gabriel set piece, Trossard, yeah, nah, Trossard, he's a big game goal scorer. And love the stream, you appreciate it. Laganashvili. Ale, Paris. Come on, man. Hopefully, but again, that depends on the World Cup. We care about PSG here, and yeah, hopefully Dambuz cooks tomorrow. Yo, what's up, Slay? Maji. Just take a break from X until World Cup. They're so unbearable. We're climbing like never seen before. I know. That is true. I mean, I won't go into hiding or something. You can't talk if you're gonna hide. I've talked. That PSG is gonna win. I'm confident that PSG is gonna win. If Arsenal do win, I'll hold my hands up and accept defeat. Now it's very funny. I haven't even read all of the stuff. I would have loved to make a video about it, but completely irrelevant now with the Champions League final coming up. Yeah, true. Pre-match singer? Oh, it's the Killers. Rock band. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. What do you mean exactly? I'm not concerned. I think PSG, Luis Enrique, I think all the players are ready for anything that Arsenal is gonna do. No, the latest thing I've read is that West Ham are asking for like some crazy money. It's like I think 70 plus million. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. All right, all right. Okay. Let me quickly check here. Okay, so nothing new seems to have dropped. If you score first, then I think you shut down shop complete for the rest of the game. Free roll. I don't know, man. Because you have to understand, Luis Enrique does not like what Arteta is doing. He does not like the trash talking from Arteta and his players. I don't think that's going to be the game plan. With the Arsenal, just Arsenal versus worse. Arsenal fans are going to step on everyone next. True. They definitely have that mentality. Us against the world. Yo, so funky. Yo, appreciate the Halimi. That's great if I need it. Let me bring up the lineup here. I've seen some reports that Timber is gonna start for Arsenal. Because I know he's been back now at least I think 2 training sessions. Dub. Alright. So when it comes to Arsenal, it's very hard to predict the lineup. Like the PSG lineup, we know it. Especially now that Hakim and Dembouz are gonna start the game. We know the exact lineup for PSG. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Joao Neves. Arsenal, as I said, recent reports are saying Timber is going to start. It doesn't make that much logical sense for me for Timber to start. but we'll see. Rob, we didn't rob you. Come on, man. Because there were fouls called against them. I would get mad, yeah. I wouldn't say head explode. I'm not really someone that gets that mad about referees and even referee mistakes and so on. But I would explode if Arsenal are doing some dirty tactics. We have planning is not something planned. It happened because we can't win a trophy. Beautiful football with Pep behind constantly. Um, I don't. For me, it's a mentality thing. Insomniac. For me, I think you play great football. Well, those first 2 seasons, and then I think Arteta, instead of continuing, he gave up. Instead of continuing trying to play great football, he gave up and played less risky football because he was scared. And I mean, you mentioned there with Pep breathing down his neck and so on, but I think Arteta should have been confident in his own football. But obviously, he won the Premier League, so he was correct. Are players on exposed space between fullback and centre back? What, Arsenal? No, no. I mean, midfield battle is always important in big games. Midfield will definitely have, a deciding factor in this game. But I wouldn't say wins the game. Honestly, when it comes to the Champions League, it's all about the big moments. Does Dembele take his chance? Does Saka take his chance? Does he take his chance? Is he clinical? That's all it's all about. Score first, and they have more chance to win it than Arsenal because I don't think. Yeah, no, 100%. For me, I think for me, and I think for PSG, for Lucho, they know getting an early goal versus Arsenal will be massively, massively beneficial for us. It's some, I think German dude. It's the same referee from the Arsenal Atletico second leg. Timber to attack. I mean, I guess he's a little bit. Yeah, he's more attacking than Mosquera. Calafiore, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the thing for me with Timber though is like he's just come back from training. He hasn't played, football in a while. So it's more of a risk for me. The bench told me the best team lost tonight. Uh 1 second. King Burner 20. King Burner 20. King Burner 20. King Burner 20. Guys, I'm just trying to unblock someone here. 1 second. Yo, King Burner, I don't think I can find it here. Like I'm going through all the names. I don't see King Burner. Yo, I'm wasting way too much time on this, man. Yo, I will try to remember that for another time, my bad. Any 1v1s that are interesting? For me, one underrated I haven't seen people talk about. Let's do all of the 1v1s. Let's do it. Let's do them down here in the corner right here. Let's put other players here. Okay, so one 1v1 that I'm looking forward to that I haven't seen a lot of people mention is Gyökeres versus Pacho. The thing with Gyökeres, at least from his sporting days, I know that he likes to go off the left. So he could potentially try to sometimes go at Marquinhos, which could be, beneficial for Gyökeres. Obviously, Marquinhos is easier for Gyökeres to go at than Pacho. But whenever these two beasts meet, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. I think that's one v1 that I think will be interesting that I haven't seen people talk about. Next up, obviously, is Bukayo Saka versus Nuno Mendes. I think once again this would be a great one. The thing with Saka is he's not really a dribbler. He won't attack Nuno Mendes like an Olise, like a Yamal. So yeah, I don't know how entertaining this 1v1 will be, but obviously it will be a decisive 1v1. If anything is really going to come from open play from Arsenal, is going to come from Saka, who has the most chances created for Arsenal this season, most big chances created for Arsenal this season. It will come from him. So Nuno just got to defend well there. On the other side, it's more Trossard, could be Martinelli, obviously, versus Marquinhos. Hakim is going to be pushing up. That's another one. Trossard Marquinhos. Wait. I have an answer to Trossard Marquinhos, unfortunately. No, I don't think it will be a dominating win. Yo, what's up, Psych? I just wanted to get it over with. Honestly, last week on has been filth. Psych, I completely agree with you. I want it to end. I want it to end. Obviously, I'm still very excited for the 90 minutes of football and what's going to happen after and everything, Psych, but I just want it to end, man. It's been absolutely despicable, disgusting. Yo, I've just seen Julian Laurent has had a video on the Arsenal PSG game. I swear to God, if he's predicted Arsenal to win the game. Okay, so this dude predicted PSG to win. Julian Laurent surprisingly 1-0 PSG to win. We have to shout out Julian Laurent because yeah, usually he doesn't back his team for some reason. Harvard's. Yo, what's up, Sochi? Harvard's. Well, should be here. Should be here. Obviously, it's a Friday as well. Yeah. No, shout out to him for once. No, but for the person that asked about Tosin, don't forget about it's a Friday, so he's probably still at work or on his way home from work. But I was talking about Trossard Marquinhos. This is what I remember from Trossard Marquinhos. Imagine this is the Champions League final, 75th minute. It's 0-0. Marquinhos, okay, just clear out. You know what, Marquinhos, no risk, no risk, no risk, Marquinhos, no. Oh my God. Okay, Patrick, go at him. And Lucas, you follow Saka, okay? Oh my days. No. Yeah, fuck Marquinhos. Get him out of the club. So yeah. Trossard Marquinhos on that right hand side. Ale Marquinhos. Um, then obviously from the other side, you have Khvicha Timber. Look, Kvara last season had two very good games against Timber. And that was Timber who came straight off, basically pocketing Vinny, having a very good defensive display versus Vinny in two consecutive games. But Khvicha this season, I mean, he made Upamecano look like a bum. And we've seen bozo moments from Upamecano. That's everyone has seen that. But I haven't seen Upamecano get cooked, like cooked, as Khvicha did. So I think Kvara, that's a very exciting 1v1. Hinkapie, I think it's gonna be more Hakimi on him. I think Hakimi Hinkapie. I mean, Hakimi will not try to dribble, so it's not really maybe a 1v1. Hakimi will more like try to run in behind or run on the inside. Then obviously you have the midfield battle, you could say. Skelly, Neves Fabian. Got the midfield battle. And then you have basically Demboo's Desiree Doe up here. And then Raya Safanov. That's a that's a 1v1 as well. PSG football, yes, sir. Yeah, man, Sochi. My friend actually called me before I started the stream. I saw a shorts. He had another short as well. But yeah, absolutely massive for Junior, man. And I'm very happy that he can represent PSG in those kinds of places, because I would have never been able to do that. So no, very happy for him, man. Probably cause Marquinhos problem. No. I mean, look, we faced Luis Diaz, and Hakimi didn't help Marquinhos out that much. This is just how we play, and obviously Luis Diaz is a better player than Trossard. So, how come? No, Gabriel did not. No, he's fit. He just doesn't have game rhythm. For me, that's the thing. Like Timber, what? When was Timber's last game? When was Timber's last game? Wait, what the fuck have they done? Okay, so he got injured, I guess I'm assuming in the Everton game? What have Sofa Score done, man? What the fuck? By the way, 12 days left until the World Cup starts. Amazing news. Let me see. Julian Timber. Yeah, so last game he played was on the 14th of March. He hasn't played a game in more than 2 months. Why should they start Timber? I don't understand it. Bournemouth. Okay. For some reason, it shows here Everton as the last game, but yeah, that's why I don't think Timber will start. I understand the reporters mention it, but I think it will be Mosquera. Again, Sochi mentioned the reports are saying Havertz about. Why would Havertz start? Start Gyökeres. Like, he's been good. He's been very good in 2026, and he's a threat. Havertz? Ooh. I don't know. Like, Demboo's. Does he have the goal scoring in his head, or maybe playmaking? I don't know, man. Demboo's is, though, thinking about the Ballon d'Or. I'm very sure of that. No. Started? Wasn't it the Palace? Okay, maybe Palace game. Yeah, yeah. No, because I remember it was one game. Timber went off, but then Rice played as the right back. But will Arteta start Zubimendi as a right back? Arteta use Havertz in the big games, not against Atletico. That's the thing. I'm thinking of Atletico in the Champions League. I know against City, Havertz started, but the most recent one versus Atletico, it was Gyökeres. Yeah, I mean he's my MVP prediction. You're so funky. All good, man. Space behind him, and that's exactly what Martinelli tried to explain. Yeah, and that's why, like from an Arsenal perspective, I'm expecting Martinelli to start because Trossard he's a good goal scorer, but when you look at Marquinhos and his weaknesses, you want to have someone that's athletic, someone that's quick, someone that is going to make runs in behind, someone that is good 1v1. You should start Martinelli instead, in my opinion. Even playing the bench. Yeah, for me, one question mark is Skelly. Is it going to be Skelly or Zubimendi? That is still a question mark for me. Third final against a London club? Oh, yeah, with the Club World Cup final. Third final? What am I missing out on? True. Havertz just came back from injury. Okay. So it could be Havertz then in attack. Hmm. Skelly starting. Are she going to be playing with no I don't know how they're going to show up after winning a trophy. Naive, hopefully. Confused about who will start, so you definitely want to know. True, it's a bit of a headache, I guess, for Luis Enrique, but I don't look. Timber was Squera, it don't matter. S- Skelly Zubimendi, I think that's a big difference between the two profiles, so that could be interesting. Stefanov doesn't dive that quickly. Yeah, we should definitely not be giving away those chances. The Martinelli chance that came from Hakimi, just trying to press Skelly, got turned, and beautiful chance created by Skelly. And the second one it was a good counter attack. Rice running through the center, so got to be dangerous. And both of the chances came from that left side. In the second leg, did Arsenal even create a chance from open play? I know the goal. I know the missed big chance by Saka, but again, that came late in the game. But I remember one shot from Saka that hit like top left bin. Apart from that, most of Arsenal's chances in the second leg came in that first 20-minute spell, and those were like from set pieces and long throw-ins and stuff. So yeah, no, we should definitely be very defend well, especially on that right side. I think it's not just Arsenal. I think every single team we've come up against, they see that left side as that our right side as a potential weakness. It will be, but I mean, people saying maybe Havertz starts. Yes, sir. I guess think about next season when he's not here. No, Hakimi will start again. Yo, appreciate it. Unk. Where will Lucha rank if he wins the UCL in terms of all-time managers? Again, I would say mostly from 21st century our time. I think definitely. I think he's potentially already top five, and this would just solidify a top five position. Uh, Pep, Mourinho, Ancelotti. Those are like the three strong ones ahead of him. I wouldn't put Klopp ahead of him. I wouldn't put Jupp Heynckes ahead of him. I wouldn't put Del Bosque ahead of him. Oh, Del Bosque is a good one. Maybe if Lucio wins UCL this year, he goes ahead of Del Bosque. Looking at the Lewis, he's quite a bit slowed down. I think he'll be more clinical this time. For sure, for sure. What do you mean by that? Okay, okay. And you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest here. Vitinha was like mid to decent against Arsenal both legs last season. Fabian and Neves, they were amazing. So I'm expecting an even better performance from Vitinha, hopefully. Yo, Sochi, what? I don't understand why Safonov is getting this hate, man. But I would also say if we're not clinical, Sochi, it's very hard to see PSG not being clinical in the Champions League this season. But that could also potentially be a thing, especially against Arsenal. We're not going to have that many chances this game. Van Gaal. Oh, Zidane. That is true. That is true. Yeah, there was one game where I watched, and he's obviously also played for Marseille as well, Ruby. I don't think PSG supporters like him. But yeah, two ex PSG players there. Arsenal just didn't have finishers. No, I think people look into too much XG. Like, look at this. Look at this. Wait, what? Look at this game. 5-2 PSG. Okay. Everybody remembers this as, PSG cooking Chelsea. Let's take a look at the stats. XG, Chelsea 1.57. We had 0.9. Like this, because I remember Arsenal fans straight after the semifinal last season, they just kept talking about XG. And I think that's why Arteta said, oh, Arsenal was the better team and so on. Look at this. Look at Chelsea. Look at Chelsea, 1.57 XG to 0.9 from PSG. We had two big chances. They had four big chances. And we beat them 5-2. So, I mean, Warren has been a top five-ish player, but it's mostly because he's played so much. And he's played because Fabian's having massive injuries, Neves, and then Hakimi. He's been a great backup. He's been a great replacement for the players that have been injured this season, but yeah, no. He's not better than Fabian, nor is he better than Hakimi. Hakimi could score. He's a man for the big occasions. Arteta Ransom did. They have a company and coaches just for stats. Okay. I think Insomniac, I think against most teams, the XG and all of that makes sense. We have to be just honest about this PSG team. This PSG team is satanic. This PSG team is satanic. Let's go to the you know what? Let's go through just every single Champions League game, PSG this knockout game. Second leg, the game ends 3-0. Let's guess the XG. 1.09 for PSG. We had 1.09. We scored 3 goals. Chelsea have 1.26. They score 0. They have two big chances. We have 3. We actually missed 2, as we saw right there. Then we go to Liverpool. Again, Liverpool was a very easy tie. But again, even there, okay, yeah, first leg, I remember, yeah, they were S. And this game, actually, as you can see, we were not clinical. 4 big chances, 3 big chances missed. Like Dembooz, I remember, missed 2 big chances this game. Then we go to the second leg. I think Liverpool had good XG this game. Yeah, we had 1.9. They had 1.97. We beat them 2-0. The last thing but not least, we have Bayern München. We won't take a look at the second. But higher, first leg, Bayern 3 XG, us 1.9. We beat them 5-4. So the entire XG thing, why it doesn't work with PSG is because, yeah, man. I mean, offensively, we just have, insane finishers, insane goal scorers, insane playmakers. And then defensively, yeah, teams just don't take their chances against us. And I'm looking at Bayern because Bayern in this game, as you can see, they over expected their XG. Out of all the teams we've looked at, Bayern is the only team. Why? Because Bayern has been basically the best offensive team in the world this season. Arsenal, on the other hand, are not that good offensively, which means I could see Arsenal at the end of the game have 2 xg and still score 0 goals. Is Arteta and Arsenal fans after the game gonna say, "Oh, we had more xg, we deserve to win"? Everyone be honest here. Insomniac, you too, man. Be honest here. Could you see the game? Let's say PSG wins 1-0 and Arsenal have higher XG than PSG, but PSG still win. It could I could see that happen again, once again. Yeah, I mean, it's a Champions League final. Arsenal are a very tough side. Luis Enrique definitely has to, find the tactical ways 100%. And that means we're just getting same players. Yeah, that is 100% true, Sochi. 100%. I would like us to create higher XG, but I mean, creating 2 XG against Bayern is good. Chelsea one, that's really low. 0.9 XG versus Chelsea. That was just everything went in game. What did we have XG second leg? So across 2 games, we had 3 XG versus Bayern. They had what 4.5 to be though. But no, I agree, Sochi. We should have higher XG, create more opportunities. But look, if you have ballers, you got ballers, man. Yeah. Plus, one thing a lot of people have to understand with XG means average. So they look at, let's say, Dembele takes a shot from this place. They will take every single player that's taken a shot from this place and then see how many times that they've scored, how many times have they missed. And that's how they calculate the XG. So obviously, when you have players like Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and so on, you're always going to over proceed your XG because these are not average attackers. These are the best attackers in the world. Not really, not really. Maybe if I was gonna watch it with my friends, maybe. But because I'm gonna watch in my room, I'm gonna have a post match after. It honestly doesn't matter. Yep. No, but I'm gonna say since 2010, only Neymar, CR7, and Messi can chat to them booze. No other attacker. If we win the Champions League and he wins the Ballon d'Or, if that happened, those two happen. If he wins the Champions League and Ballon d'Or, then only Neymar, Ronaldo, and Messi can chat to them boys. And we have to be completely honest here. And even Neymar, I love him. Like as a player, obviously, I think Neymar is a better player than Dambuz. But if you're talking like legacy and so on, she. Uh, yeah, I think so. I think tomorrow when I wake up, before I start the stream, I will do a quick Cheveruni. Seni Mayulu, Dro Fernandez. Those two. Odegaard, yeah, I think Odegaard will start, yeah. Especially because, he's Arteta's boy, basically. I mean, it was just PSG that were amazing, man. Dropped the greatest Champions League performance ever. Dembuz have Kvaras been better than Dembuz. I do agree. I think Kvaratskhelia has been the best player in the Champions League this season, and I don't think anybody disagrees with that. Dembele, I think the World Cup is absolutely massive. I love Kvara. He's absolutely amazing, and he absolutely deserves. Even if we lose versus Arsenal, Kvara should get the UCL Player of the Season because he's been by far the best player. It's by running out from the middle of midfield because no defender wants to come on, go to the attack. What happens is they should step out some. What? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Do you think the match feel like a home game? There be 17,000 pitch fans the same pitch fans to atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, it's always had a little bit of that feeling. I don't remember that much from the Champions League final. Like our fans, the atmosphere, the PSG ultras did, and so on. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a good vibe, and obviously our fans are gonna take over that stadium. Yo, Arian, long time, man. Not long time, a little bit of time. Doing good, man. Hopefully, you're doing good too, man. To enjoy the party. Let's see if there's gonna be a party. Guessing up Lamin having a Jersey World Cup like it's already happened. I don't know. Barca fans. I mean, Yamal loves to do that. Barca fans love to do that. They love to. I don't know, talk about stuff that hasn't happened. They always do that. I don't know why. Like for example, me before we win the Champions League, every single season we went into, I was like, we're gonna. This is the year, because I really wanted to win the Champions League, but I didn't get over the line. I just said, okay, this is a year. I'm confident we could do it. But Barca fans, it's like they imagine the entire thing. They start talking arrogantly, and then they make up excuses. They went out versus Atletico because the refs and so on. Like, leave the space, maybe. Guler, I like Guler. We wanted him. Luis Campos does like him a lot. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. The final. What do you mean? Could we watch the final? Like, I can't put up the final here. Yeah, honestly, I don't care how we play tomorrow. We played amazing this entire tournament. I'm just here for the Champions League. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll be cheering our famous chant, Paris Saint-Germain. Tout ensemble, on chantera. C'est amour pour toi que nécessaire jamais. Allez, Paris. Man, I don't know how the song goes, but hopefully, man. Yep. Okay, no, that is true. But Bayern creates way more XG and way more attacking threat than Arsenal. Like, if I'm thinking of how chances could be created from Arsenal, Saka cross, long ball to Gyökeres, down the channel. He's very good on those. Set piece. Maybe if the ball is bouncing around in the box, Trossard is there. He's a good finisher inside of the box. That's like the only ways I could see Arsenal score. They have a very limited way of scoring. Yes, multiple players score, but it's very limited. True. I mean, that is a Luis Enrique plan in a lot of our big games, especially the away games where we want to go there and control. We love getting that first early goal. Wa alaikum assalam. I'm fulfilling one of my dreams. I quickly in a hotel. You for the watch party. Alhamdulillah, man. Inshallah, 3-1 win. Yo, inshallah, man. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I have, psych. I have. But I haven't read everything. So I guess I still have a little bit of hope, but I don't know, man. It's so weird what's going on. It's funny though. It was good, Joe. No, I'm very happy that Neymar is in the World Cup. Okay. No, I'm very happy that Neymar is in the World Cup. I wanted it. Obviously, now he's currently injured, I think. So hopefully, be fit. Yeah, that's a quote I've seen a lot of people use. True. I think Luis Enrique, he always looks at the opposition's weakness and looks at our strength and how can we use it to our best. We could also see Luis Enrique go at one player. We've seen that with Araujo before. We've seen that with other players. Maybe Lucho looks at someone as a weakness. Maybe it's Timber who just came back from injury. I wish, but it will get copyrighted, man. Who'd rate more, brother? Fermin or Arda? Our Muslim brother showed up against City and Bayern, was Fermin cried against Athletic Stepper against Levante. Um, for me, the issue with Arda Güler is he's not starting all the time. This season, he actually got a lot of minutes. I think Fermin this season was actually really good. What, 30 plus GA, I think. So Güler, I just think he needs to play full season as a starter. Um, Güler was absolutely like, if we're talking peak, I think Güler basically in the beginning of the season on the Chabi, the link up he had with Mbappe, that was insane. So I would say Fermin this season, potential, I would say Güler, definitely. Allez Paris, allez Paris. Havertz starting more. Havertz in starting, gonna press the shit out of us. Havertz is better holding up. We're winning early lose. But I know that Gyökeres was really good at that in that second leg versus Atletico. I was seeing Barca. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, Enzo, for example, Arian, a player that you could quickly get. It just Chelsea are doing this terrorism thing. Like they're asking for like 140 million. I don't think Madrid are going to pay that, man. Yeah, I know Immigré Parisien. I know that he was gonna be at the game, but I saw a tweet he put out that he was not gonna be at the game for some reason. Oh, definitely. Cooking for Barca, giving him Dembele's wish to indicate Dembele will be leaving. I mean, Giannis, do you think I believe in that he's gonna get Dembele's wage? That came from El Chengorito, man. To indicate Dembele will be leaving his ways. No, for me, he's an 8 million player, best price. They're asking for is crazy. I mean, I look at the market, Giannis, and I look at Isa going for 150. So if Atletico are asking for 120, 130 for Alvarez, I'm like, yeah, come. That makes sense. Alvarez is a top player. And Atletico really want to keep him. And then you have to overprice a little bit to get him. But I understand that the thing, him cooking for Barca and you not wanting him. I completely understand that. But the Boo's wage thing is not true. That's not true. Jokic is good at those side runs, but when the centre backs are high quality, they're quicker recovering. What I saw from Jokic, Arsenal Carabao Cup final makes me not want him. Fairs. Uh, what social media? What social media? All I'm gonna say, Sochi, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. But no, I feel a little bit betrayed. Yep, exactly. Mhm. Yes, sir. Can't wait, man. Yo, but Giannis, you have to understand 70 million for Kvara, 50 million for Dambuz. Like we can't be we can't get used to our steals, Giannis. Pancho for 40 million, Neves for 60, Dewey for 60. Like we did steals. We did a lot of steals. I'm okay that sometimes we would not make a steal. Like Zabarni, Giannis, we're overpraised massively for Zabarni. I think that's quite evident for everyone. So I'm okay just because we got Kvara for a very undercut price, the Boo's undercut price, other place for undercut price, doesn't mean we're gonna get everyone for undercut price. And when it comes to Diamonde, I understand Giannis. I wouldn't pay that kind of money. Diamonde's had one good season. Alvarez has had a couple of good seasons. He's won every single trophy. He had a very good World Cup campaign. So he has a big resume. So when Atletico say 120, I'm like, I can understand why they're looking for that money. When Leipzig are asking for one over 100 for Diamonde, I'm like, no, no. They're just doing this because Premier League bought like Voltemade and Ekitike and Xavi Simons for 100 million. Brandon Diaz, thanks so much for the super chat, man. Massively appreciate it. Thanks so much. Merci beaucoup. Let's go, Paris. Allez, Paris. How you feel if PSG signed Krupi instead of Alvarez and everyone is pushing for Arsenal to win tomorrow? Why they hate? I wouldn't say everyone is pushing for Arsenal to win tomorrow. I think I think most people want PSG to win, or maybe they're neutrals. They just want to go in and watch the game. I wouldn't say there's some kind of direct hate towards PSG going into this final. Obviously, from Arsenal, yeah, but from other fans, I wouldn't say so. And no, Krupi is my plan B. I'm looking at attackers. I like Krupi. Look, I think Krupi is the only viable option. One cheeky one, he's a little bit older. That's the issue. It's Lautaro Martinez. I think Lautaro would cook, but he's a little bit older. Dambus is a little bit older, so it doesn't really make sense. So I like Krupi a lot. He ain't that good to be moving shamelessly. Yeah, no, Haaland is the only striker I would take ahead of Alvarez if it was possible. But no, Alvarez is a top player. So shit. There's a reason I want him at this club. There's a reason I've wanted him for a long time at this club. He's a very top, very great player. He's a better deal. Again, I like Krupi. 70, again, he's 19. No, I would go for it, but that's my plan B. That's my plan B. I don't use TikTok anymore. Instagram, maybe. What is it you want to say? You can see it here in the comments. Honestly, I should just delete the Instagram TikTok because I don't use them. Barcelona, this situation right now. I think if Alvarez doesn't go to Barca, I think Atletico Alvarez will come to PSG. Um, I haven't read everything that's going on at the moment. I don't honestly even understand what's going on between the two clubs. Um, yeah, could potentially happen, but I don't know what's going on. I don't think so, man. Fair, fair, fair. Same here, man. No, no, he's just he didn't perform well enough when he played, and Safonov is just better. Yeah, yeah. No, they've made crazy money. I mean, you even forgot Zabarny for 70 million. So you may take a player who you know would rather be at Barca. What kind of mentality is that? If he didn't make it clear, I mean, what do you want me to say, Sochi? Like, is PSG still in for Alvarez? I think so. Yeah, like the club. Would the club still go for him? So, do you think the club is shameless? Do you think the club has a bad mentality? Because I haven't read that we've left the race or something. Yeah, heard about it. Yeah, no, no. I'll give Chevalier one more season. No, I don't think he will stay. I think that's a good transfer. No, that is true. It's the Premier League tax. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. I'm very prepared, Zainab. Very prepared. Um, Luis Enrique wanted to upgrade on him. Ooh, I like Baleba a lot. Diamonde is good. Achlio Shekrupi, yeah. If you don't get Alvarez, that seems to be the attack. And forget about you know what, Ruby? Interesting that you bring it up. 1 second. I found some reports. I found some reports. Again, I never want to get too into it. Okay. Okay, so it's two reports. It's two reports. Here's the first one. So this comes from Le 10 Sport. All right. The Qatar connection could pilot the Mazda file. Le 10 Sport claims that Ibrahim Mazda's transfer to PSG could be directly steered from Qatar. Already tracked by Marseille 2 years ago when he was playing at Hertha Berlin, the young Algerian could this time join Paris after just one season at Bayer Leverkusen. The fund is gaining momentum, and the price interest seems very serious. I don't know what they understand from steered from Qatar. Is it Qatar wants PSG to have more Arab players? Maybe I don't know exactly. And then another one here. PSG is very close to Maza. Okay, I don't know where the source is. According to several French sources, Paris Saint-Germain is closely monitoring Ibrahim Maza could open discussions this summer. I mean, really? This would be a dream signing, but again, we have a lot of midfielders, but I would absolutely love Maza to join PSG. But yeah, true. I did forget about him. Sack both. Easy, 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 easy. I don't know who's doubting Arsenal. I don't think people are doubting Arsenal. I'm not doubting Arsenal. I don't think many people in this chat are doubting Arsenal. No, the reports doesn't look the best, but I have a hope, or maybe copium. But yeah, I would absolutely love if Maza came to PSG. But I just haven't seen any really strong reports. That one is not that strong. Ooh, look at this. So Khvicha 4.15 xG, 10 goals. Dumbu is 5.67. Seven goals, do with 1.94, 5 goals. I mean, that's just insane. Yep. I don't know if we're signing the Russian. I remember when we were linked to other players, like from Serbia and stuff. Like we've been linked to so many players, so we could go for him, but I think if Mazda is potentially available, the thing with that Russian Sochi dude, he's very cheap. Like he's very talented, but because Russian clubs do not play in Europe and so on, they don't have that much money. So I think he could become as cheap as like 20 million euros. I think that's why we could potentially go for him. I like Rodrigo Mora a lot instead of Baleba. I mean, they're completely different positions, but I like Rodrigo Mora. That is the scary thing about PSG, and that I understood that after the first game of the season. We were disgustingly bad versus Spurs, like disgustingly bad. 2-0 down in the 87th minute, and we turn it around. And that's when I understood this team has hit something else mentally, which is they don't need to play well to win. And that is a scary thing. Okay. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Kvara and Safonov have the same agent. Zabarny Safonov, Russia, Ukraine, very similar culture, religion, and so on. As I said, Sonche, I said my opinion. I saw other reporters' opinions. It's all the same thing. They just don't want to be seen in front of the media because I read what was it, Golovin and some other Russian player previously that had like shaked hands and so on with a Ukrainian, and it became a big thing, like in the Russian and Ukraine media. So Safonov and Zabani just don't want, just don't want that. That's why I've never understood why people are cussing out Safonov and Zabani and so on. Okay, made the best team win. Made the best team win. I mean, I guess Twitter, even though honestly I haven't I haven't responded to DMs on Twitter in ages. Yeah, that's arrogant Arteta there. Yeah, yeah. No, when I saw the report that it's official that he's gonna leave, yeah, we should definitely go for Konate. We should definitely go for Konate. I like Odriozolo, whatever his name is, that Ecuadorian centre back, Club Brugge. But if Konate is available, give me Konate, man. Yeah. The thing is, we don't play crap. It just maybe some against Monaco, like we weren't the best versus Monaco, but we still managed to get the win. Oh, for sure. Mm, 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 mm. I just want to witness the last four alpha finals we play against Marseille Trophy Champion. Yeah, true. Four finals. That is true. That is true. But no, no. We have the best energy levels for this Champions League final. Like we haven't been in this good of a position physically, collectively as a team, as this Champions League finals. I did read the 350K thing. I did not know 20 million signing on. Yo, what's happening to fucking football players, man? They're crazy. Um, okay, yeah, he's not coming to PSG then. They've had money. It just they haven't been able to use it. But now they can use it. Plus, before when they won Europa League, you lose a lot of money when you're not playing in Champions League. Now they're back. Yeah, no, no, no. But Sochi, maybe he was asking that much because he expected or thought Liverpool could do it. Maybe if he goes to another club. But yeah, no, it's not gonna happen then. 60-40 in PSG's favor. I will go 65-35. Maybe 70-30. Donnarumma is a miss for you guys? No, he's not. I mean, people said we wouldn't go back to back because Donna's not here. We're in a Champions League final here. We are in a Champions League final without Donnarumma, so no, we're not missing anyone. Um, this is a Blaise Matuidi's prediction: 3-1, and Dembele to be the best player of the game. Interesting there from Blaise Matuidi. As I said, Tosin's probably working at this time. What's more scary? Well, lost 4 fights that we won 3 of them on penalties and lost one 3-0. Yeah, no, all of them have been uncomfortable to watch. More respectful? What do you mean? Donnarumma at Man City shows how he needed PSG more than they need him. Obviously, a player needs a team more than a team needs a. um, let me see if I can find it. I don't know what I wrote. I don't know what I wrote for that picture. Was it Mbappe Inter? Mbappe something Inter? No. I have no clue how I'm going to find this social. I don't know how I found it last time when I was with Tosin. Might be relevant, but Saka, Rice, and Udigo also haven't played in 2 weeks. They were playing the final. Okay, that's good for us. If you do lose, though, know that it's end of universe and the end of football is, you're fighting for all of reality. That is true. Because I've said it, now that Arsenal has won the Premier League, playing like a relegation battling side, relying on set pieces, wasting time constantly, other teams would be like, oh, I can play like this and win the Premier League as well. So they're going to copy them as well. And if they can win the Champions Leagues, we're going to see more teams play similar football to Arsenal in the Champions League, and we do not want that. We want teams to copy PSG. We want teams to play football like PSG. Okay, wait, let me find it. I mean, I don't have to use that edit anymore. No, we had the Inter Milan jersey on. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna find them, man. Yeah. Shout out to Flamingo, man. Who will show us a new head top performance with Juventus to win it back to back? Kvaratskhelia. Hopefully Kvaratskhelia, um, I don't know, does blue hair or something. Hmm. Mbappe. Oh, here it is. Mbappe tonight. Face Cruzeiro, toughest matchup. But okay, interesting. Vamos Flamengo. Vamos Flamengo. Yeah, yeah. Until they score, until they get the lead, at least. Yeah. Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there. Okay, interesting. I mean, I would hope so. That's not my prediction, but we'll see. I, I think honestly, Ar- this thing Arteta is like always shameless, but I also think he's trying to get into the head of the PSG players. Think about Conor McGregor. All right, Conor McGregor in his fight versus Aldo, he was trash talking before the game. He got into Aldo's head, and then he knocked him out and won. Second fight he had versus Khabib, he was trash talking, but the trash talking did not affect Khabib, and Khabib just cooked him. So I think that's what Arsenal are trying to do. Arsenal are talking a lot of trash on purpose to get into our players' heads, but it will not happen. No, Psych. Actually, next year's Champions League final. Imagine Dambu's matches Ronaldo's CR7's Champions League three-peat, and Mbappe is Champions League less. Nick pass back to Madrid. Done deal. Hello, hello. Yeah, because I read something, Arian. You guys had like a week for you to decide. Plus, I read that Nikopaz wanted to play with Como Champions League, but yeah, you could have left him honestly, but yeah. The best defense in the world, only 5 goals in 15 months in Champions League, or the impossible to break. Well, you're gonna face us, so all 5 goals, 15 months. Yeah. Plus, I think Luis Enrique knows what Arsenal is doing, so he's making sure the PSG players do not, get angry while Arteta and the Arsenal players are saying. Very happy about that review. When I saw the news, I was very happy. Massive for Ligue 1. Because I actually said it when Philippe Luis was looking for jobs. Come to Ligue 1. Ligue 1 is a great place to be at. Especially Philippe Luis. Like, he's actually a offensive manager. Like, if he had gone to the Premier League, that would have been a disgusting. He can now stay at Monaco maybe 2, 3 seasons. And then if Atletico Madrid want him, which I think is the club that he wants to go to, he can go there. 100%. That's why we have to go into the game as serious as possible. Uh, whether we'd face Arsenal, Bayern, Barca, Atletico, Madrid, any other club, it's Champions League final. We have to be serious, man. If three Mbappe was brought out of control, especially when next season. Yeah, look, I hope this time around Madrid does not flee from PSG again. All right, same prediction here. Yep. True, true. I think I mean, look at Fabian's performance in the second leg versus Bayern. He was amazing. In my opinion, our best midfielder in that second leg. PSG game for the entertainment, but Arsenal is a more accessible opponent for us to win. Wait, what? Club World Cup for the second time. Are you a Chelsea? Oh, Flamengo fan? I mean, the thing is, PSG are already qualified for the Club World Cup because we won the Champions League last season. So we're already qualified. And we would always get automatically qualified because we're the best team from France. So, I mean, I would love that. Yeah. 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 True. Understandable. Yeah. I mean, they're still very great. I would say call them the best defensive team in the world, but it looks better than what it does. And I even remember Atletico. I watched both games versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid had so many chances against them. It was just they missed them. Dro Fernandez. Yo, I can already see the tweets. Champions Leagues since 2016. Dro Fernandez won. FC Barcelona 0. I will be there. Santo Maggi. Big game, man. Massive game. Let's get it. Oh, the Intercontinental Cup. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. No, I know. But I've always said this, Felix. That's why I'm. Oh yeah. Look at the dent there. I've always said this, Felix. I don't take ex-football players' opinions seriously because I know their opinion doesn't matter. They don't watch the games. They don't watch the games. I saw Tony, Luca Toni, Italian icon, and Claudio Marchisio, also an Italian icon. For the goalkeeping position, combined 11, Arsenal, PSG, both picked Safonov. I love Safonov. Massive shout out to Safonov. But I mean, yeah, ex-football players, I don't take their opinion seriously. Their opinion is as valid as that dude's opinion on the street, and that other dude's opinion, and that other dude's opinion. Because they're all casuals. They don't watch the game. So look, Luis Enrique is going to be here until 2030, at least, when he signs his contract. So 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. And then obviously this year. Is three too much to ask for? So one this year and then two in the next four? Hopefully a three-peat. Vamos. Vamos. Yeah. I'll probably say Valverde this for sure. Against City, a bigger game that mattered more as well. Mm. Oh yeah. Okay. No, that's good to hear because I thought you would fall off with Felipe Luis leaving, but you seem to have a very good project without him. They are calm. Oh, good question. Who is the hardest opponent we've played in Champions League apart from Bayern last 2 seasons? Um, maybe Arsenal last season. Liverpool, but it's Liverpool in the second leg. If we're talking both legs, then I'm gonna say Arsenal. Second leg, Liverpool. That was really tough at Anfield. But the first leg, they were so ass. Honestly, probably Arsenal. Barca, nah. Yeah, probably Arsenal. Liverpool, it's only if we do both legs. If we do the second leg only. Yeah. If we only do second leg, then if we do one game, that second leg was really tough. But overall, I would say Bayern then Arsenal. I mean, who knows? Maybe in the future, Flamengo play in the Champions League in Europe. Maybe that's going to be the future of football. Everybody plays in Europe, or like it's like an international Champions League. So like you get Al Hilal, Al Nasser from Saudi, you got Flamengo from Brazil, you get I don't know Inter Miami from MLS or something. Don't need say game time. I was thinking about Newcastle, really, but yeah, maybe not a group stage game. Maybe not a group stage game. True. Well, I read about Philip Luis. Is he was talking behind your guy's back and was going to join Chelsea or something. That was like the last thing I read. I mean, Dauman is from Arsenal's academy. Draw is not from PSG's academy. He's from Barca's academy. But yeah, he's a youngster that we have. I have no clue, man. Shout out to the Premier League, I guess. This is what they like. It's so unpredictable. Um, Arsenal obviously going in strongly. I think Liverpool will be better than last season. City under Maresca could be interesting. Xabi under Chelsea. No European football. Strictly focusing on the Premier League could be interesting. Aston Villa, no. Like they're going to be good, but I don't think they can win the league. Liverpool, Chelsea, City, United is interesting as well. But Arsenal back to back? It could be Arsenal back to back. You know, they've earned a lot of money as well, so they will spend massively in the summer transfer window. Yeah, I know that they want to buy Cancelo. Cancelo is good, but massively mistake prone in big games and so on. And it seems like they're only spending their money on the attack. And then they're gonna put some randoms on the fullbacks and so on. Yeah. I think Dembele is already better than Ibra. He needs to score a hat trick in the final. I think even with a brace, Khvicha wins the Champions League player of the season. A hat trick in the final, even a brace, because that would mean 6 GA in the semifinal and Champions League final. Fuck, man. Yo, Dambouz, man. Dambouz is just. Yo, Rolly Ball, man. I saw that. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. Massively appreciate it. I did see that you. I did answer back to one of your comments on YouTube. I haven't seen what you responded, but um, yeah. Hopefully everything is going well for your channel. I haven't seen it, man. Honestly, but thanks for the super chat, man. Tonight you win your second, brother. Hopefully, man. Let's hope we end 11 years of suffering next season. I mean, we'll be in the way. We'll be on the way. But yeah, thanks so much for the super chat, man. Massively appreciate it, and hopefully we'll get it done, man. Appreciate it. We'll see. I'm expecting so. Maybe a little bit later. Um, we'll see. Hopefully he comes. But thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Yo, Rahim, imagine. I mean, he said he was hungry. He said he's 100% fit. I think Dumbouz wants to cook badly this game. Best false nine ever? No, you got like Pele, you got Cruyff, you got Maradona. But like 21st century, yeah, probably second best after Messi. True, Bob. True. Like Dembele is definitely living off, him winning the Ballon d'Or last season. But it's also, he's turned up, especially versus Bayern. That Bayern tie, massive. Dembo's got 4 GA. So yeah, you think so? No, but I want Kvara to win it, man. Would I loan out Moscardo another season? Probably. Maybe Mbaye to like a Bundesliga club. So mostly youngsters, no other players. You're so delusional. In what sense? What do you mean I'm delusional? Like that he could potentially win the Ballon d'Or, or what do you mean? That is true. That is true. You know what? Shout out to Kvara because Kvara's gonna have a big holiday and he's gonna be on bang next season as well for sure, man. But yeah, this is Kvara's last game. There's no World Cup, nothing. That's why I'm expecting Kvara man of the match in the final. I'm expecting a Kvara goal, and he will seal the Champions League Player of the Season as well. That's what I'm expecting for Khvicha. Dub, dub, dub. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Dabus can still win it with Khvicha winning Champions League Player of the Season because the Ballon d'Or is going to be the World Cup is going to be massive. Vitinha is there. Vitinha is there in the push for sure. Yeah, 100%, 100%, Sochi. I mean, has Messi ever had 4 GA in a Champions League semifinal? I know that Ronaldo has. Has Messi against Bayern as well? The best team in this season and everything. Damn booze, man. Because Dembele too much, man. He's good mostly because he has. Okay, wait. How do you want me to take you seriously if you're saying he's good mostly because he has Kvara? Tell me one great Champions League performance without Kvara's contribution, but Dembele carrying ever since Kvara joined PSG. I mean, Dembele was just ass before Kvara came and started cooking a little bit before Kvara came. He started cooking, I think it was at the end of November, beginning of December, and then obviously Kvara came. Uh, but like Demboo's versus City when he came off the bench, he was great that game. There was no Kvara. I think you're looking from everything from Kvara's perspective. That's a little bit the problem, and that's why you think I'm overrating Demboo's or something. Uh, they're two great players, two of the best players in the world, and yeah, no, it's completely incorrect to say that he's good mostly because he has Kvara. I hope he comes, man. I hope he comes. What's your opinion on Osaka and how he replaced his last season? Donnarumma really denied and saved us. But this season we have Safanov, but hear me out. He has been very underrated. Champions League this season, 100%. Like Safanov, Safanov has made us not think about Donnarumma. I don't know who Gianluigi Donnarumma is because of Matvei Safanov. So massive shout out to Matvei Safanov. Saka, I think it's a big game for Saka. He's been talking a little bit after this game as well. Talked obviously after the Atletico Madrid game as well, saying, who went in the final. So let's see what my son Bukayo Saka can do in the final, man. I have pressure and expectations on him. Let's see. And same goes for the Arsenal team. They've been hyping themselves up. Their fans have been hyping them up. I'm expecting a big performance from them. I do not predict Arsenal to score 3 corners first half. No, because I think PSG on purpose will make sure we do not give away corners. I mean, Messi. Please explain. Please elaborate. This is just regress starts at that pair. What? No. What? No. Dembouz had goal versus Lyon, massive goal, big game at the Parc des Princes. Scored a brace against Monaco. Scored a goal against Monaco in the Trophée du Champion. Can you please stop lying, man? True. Yes, like Sochi, like they ask Dembuz, who's like the best in Khvicha. They ask Khvicha, he says Dembuz. It's lovely, man. It reminds me a little bit of Neymar Messi. You know, Neymar Messi, that was two high caliber players, Sochi, at the top of football that had a great relationship. Why? Because they're both good people. They're not egocentric. You know, Neymar, he has that, this and that and that. But like with Messi, they were genuinely good friends. That's a little bit how I see Khvicha Dembuz as well. Yep. Oh, for sure. Yep. That is true as well. Yeah. Yeah, Navas was peak at PSG. I really enjoyed when he was here. Is it the hunger thing? He said that Arsenal are hungrier. I understand why he thinks so, but I think PSG are clearly hungrier. No, I don't think so. And if they did, that would be one of the most disgusting acts in football history. I mean, what they do from corners and stuff, I don't think they will try to injure him. No, look out for sure. Corners recently the Prem. And then somebody heads it up to the back post. Is that it? You're welcome, man. Yeah, but we are coming up against the best set piece team, so I still have a little bit of worrying, I would say. Oh, yeah, obviously. True. No, that's the thing. Kvara had a very great impact, especially in the Champions League, because I felt like there was a little bit too much pressure on Dembuz, and Barcola and Dua, they were still young, trying to learn and so on. So Khvicha signing was perfect. I think Dembuz needed Kvara, Kvara needed the Dembuz, and I think they are the best duo in the world for sure. I don't think there's one. Oh, obviously. As they said, I mean, this is we're writing football history, or could potentially be writing football history, man, if everything goes correct. Think about it, people. It's 16 hours left. 16 hours left, and then I'll be watching a Champions League final. Yeah, that would be disgusting. But I think PSG will win. I think PSG for the first 10 minutes could try to go for an early goal as we do, but I think we could also try to just keep possession. One thing with Arsenal as well, they waste a lot of game time. That's gonna be another man. This final is gonna be disgusting, man. Okay, okay, okay. Actually, did research after they Arteta had them focused for the final. Six big PSG. I mean, that's just not true. The Arsenal players have not been consistently training, nowhere close to the PSG players. They've been having a lot of interviews with ESPN, with Paramount Plus, with TNT Sport. I, this is the first time I'm seeing some PSG player thoughts about this final, and this is a press conference, a normal press conference you have ahead of every single football game. Arsenal. No, but that's the thing, Georgia. Nice specifically. They're like the only Ligue 1 team that tries to play like Arsenal. Because I remember them at the back. If you remember, Kvara assist, Kangili corner, Kvara head say Gonzalo Ramos goal, 90th minute versus Nice at the back, and Nice played terrorist football that game. So no, Nice is a terrorist side. Wait, so is it only one game versus Saint-Étienne? So now Nice has stayed up. No, this was the second. This was the second leg. They won it 4-1. Wow, they scored 3 goals towards the end of the game. Wait, what did the first leg finish? Wow, nil-nil in Saint-Étienne Stadium. Well, I mean, Nice deservedly goes through, but yeah, that's disgusting. Man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? Now that I mentioned that wasting time, I'm gonna find a tweeter. Look, look. What's quite clear is you do not want to praise Dembele for anything. I say something Dembele does, you say it's only a goal. Say against that team, you say it's oh that team is shit. Look, if you don't want to rate them booze, you don't want to rate him. But you do know you are being delusional and you are outright lying to prop, I guess, whatever kvaratskhelia agenda you have on your mind. Okay, okay, I found this tweet here. Look, the intelligence and cunning of Arteta's bad gunners this season. Everything is calculated and it's very clear. The Parisians and Daniel Siebert, the referee, will have to be very attentive on Saturday. The art of slowing the game when it's necessary. One of the Gunners' strengths, knowing how to stop the game. When the play is stopped, the Gunners don't rush to restart. The ball is moved away, throw ins are deliberately delayed. Arsenal dictates the pace to never have to endure it. Interesting stats. Arsenal ranks 30th in the effective playing time in the Champions League. And you seem slowpoke. Against Brighton lost March, the Gunners spent more than 30 minutes just restarting play. Gonna take an average 44.5 seconds to take their corners. Premier League record. I mean, this is disgusting, man. This is disgusting. Yo, what's up, Joseph, man? Welcome. Mentality. Yeah, I mean, it's a Champions League final. True. Now, Dortmund were good. Yeah, they embarrassed us in the Conference League this year, or Europa League, or wherever they were. Yes, sir. I mean, the line that you are trying to push is that Dembele is mostly good because he plays with Kvara. Which is team I'm supporting in the World Cup. I'm gonna support Algeria and Sweden, my two national teams. The big nation I'm gonna support is Portugal. Yeah, no, they have a lot of records, bad records. But you know, I have full faith and trust in Lucho, and hopefully he tries something new. Hopefully he finds a gimmick nobody's ready for. Allez Paris, allez Paris. Yo, shout out to Florida, man. Go and catch an alligator. No, it should have been PSG Barca. Should have been because Barca was on the other bracket. It's just they couldn't even beat Atletico. Yo, appreciate it, man. 5 corners for PSG. Yeah, we could get that. Mm, exactly. Yeah. get heated. Yeah, Arsenal tactics and what they've been saying before the game, Aryan. So we can't play an emotional game. That's why that's like the thing that could cost us that we're arrogant or we play an emotional game. Yo, goeie, goeie. Sweden. I'm born in Sweden. Yo, we pushing do it for Ballon d'Or then. Golden boy again. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. They were confident that they were gonna win, but they were just calm. Like last Champions League final was so much nicer, just in terms of going into the final. It's just so much nicer. Okay. Absolutely. I don't think it's worth it. No. I think if you're really rich and going to a football game isn't that much of your money, I think you can go. But otherwise, no. I think it's too much. On Twitter, I tagged you on. Did you tag me on Twitter? Are you called Benjamins on Twitter? Are you Benjamins on Twitter? Okay, on Twitter. Are you Benjamins? Yeah, man. Atletico been going crazy, man. What do you mean exactly, Joseph? Yeah, we'll have one UCL here, one UCL here, and then we'll do a frame in the center where the back to back would be. Actually, wait, let me. Yeah. Yo, appreciate it, man. Thank you, man, and good luck for next season. Yo, what's Arlian? Wait, really, Arlian? Are you in Budapest? Are you gonna be at the game? You've gotten tickets? What? True. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we'll add another star, honestly, but let's see. Yeah. I mean, I've had, I mean, this is my job, talk about this game and so on, and seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter and so on as well. But I can't wait, man. I'm so excited, man. Finally, 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 we can finally finish off the season. It's not I'm tired of the season. I'm just finally over, man. What a season it's been. We'll do Joseph. We'll do Joseph. We'll mostly have the same players. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the starting lineup, the difference between this season and last season is just the goalkeeper. But I mean, this is just green screen. I don't have a background. I don't have a background. I don't have anything. I mean, I have my bed behind me and so on, and my room behind me. But I can't like put something in behind me. There's no space for it. puts the most work? Maybe Vitinha. Vitinha is a very hard worker. Ooh, nice, nice. Yeah, how the tables have changed. But as they say, my enemy's enemy is my friend. Last year, PSG was the enemy for some people. This season, Arsenal is the common enemy. It is. Yeah, I think Saliba Pacho would be amazing duo. 100%. Yeah, I mean, look, if we beat Arsenal, beating Arsenal and Inter is good, but I want a big look. Arsenal again. A lot of people follow Arsenal and all of that are Premier League winners, but I want like a Barca Madrid. I want a Barca Madrid, man. I mean, we haven't even faced them in the knockout stages, last two seasons, but in the final, like an Mbappe or like a Yamal, three Pete, we'll be there, man. But again, let's focus on tomorrow. Okay, interesting. I also got 2-0, but Neves and Dua, interesting. This PSG team. If you're a Bayern fan watching that semi-final, would you say it was a robbery, especially the head handballs? Uh, I would have accepted the Vitinha one because according to the rules, that's not a penalty. The Nuno Mendes one, I would have been really mad about, but not too much because usually, like compared to other people, I'm not someone that talks that much. I would have been more mad about Bayern's performance. I would have been saying, "Yo, why were if I was a Bayern supporter, I would have said why we were so shit in the biggest game of the season at the Allianz Arena. We were so bad. Luis Enrique tactically outclassed our coach. That's what I would have said." Yeah, appreciate it, man. We'll be there, man. Again, explain. Please explain. Please explain. No, I mean Madrid, they've gone out the round before. They went out to Bayern before Bayern faced us. They went out to Arsenal last season before facing us. Barca, yeah, you could say a bit shit. Phase out Ruiz. Ruiz is 29, man. He's in his peak now. What do you mean? But I would love to get Mazza 100%. I mean, Dro has already played like 3, 4 times the minutes of he played at Barca. So yeah, doing another winning at UCL that would be massive. Yeah, the number 22. I saw that. Yeah, obviously, yeah, but no, I did see that, man. It's at least what I can say is this: majority of the people that believe Arsenal will win, the issue I have is not just them believing Arsenal will win, is the reasons they believe Arsenal will win. Like they bring up legit sometimes some truly fugazi stuff, like this number 22 thing. Oh yeah, Arsenal gonna win the final because of number 2022. I don't know, because no, it's not. It's not close. It's not. Yeah. I mean, it was that kind of a move. They pressured the referee to blow the whistle when he hit Limer, and then they couldn't do anything when for the Nuno handball. So yeah, people, 1 second, just get. Fast start, you're keeping possession. Fast start. Fast start like 10 minutes and then we keep possession. 1 second. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, true. True, true, true. That's true. I mean, that's why I want to face Madrid in Champions League. I want to play at the Bernabeu. I want to go to the Bernabeu and put on a show. That's what I want to do. Okay. 4 goals. Come on, man. Again, have I said that there haven't been any PSG fans that are arrogant? No. Just majority of them have been more normal than majority of Arsenal fans. Second up, my main issue actually has been Arteta and the Arsenal players. Whilst PSG players and Luis Enrique have been very humble and not been talking that much. Um, so yeah, there you go, your full answer. Second. Yo, you too, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. I would love that, man. 4 lives. The match that you know Mohamed Hani, immigré parisien live. Beautiful, man. That's true. That is true, bit. Or it's Madrid that is afraid. Honestly, I think Madrid, knowing that PG is coming up in the second leg, they're a little bit scared and so on. Yo, what's up, DJ?
Hello?
Yo,
Yeah, can you hear me?
no, something's really wrong with your microphone.
Okay, yeah, we go.
Yeah, Orlean, for some reason I can't open up the tweet you sent me her. I don't know why, but I can't open it up. I've, have you actually made a bet? PSG score 4 goals. Please, let's go. Please, let's go. Like I know Luis Enrique, and you know Arteta. Arteta is someone that does trash talk, that lies a lot. That's not who Luis Enrique is. We're not insecure, man, and we're not trying to play some mental warfare. We're just so good at football, we don't have to do anything else. We just train, go to the pitch, play football. Train, go to the pitch, play football. That's all we do. Yo, great to hear, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Really? You said some ultras were on the plane as well, yeah. Yo, DJ, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I think with Lucho it was all football. I think the football that Luis Enrique wants to play, he just didn't see Donnarumma as part of that team. He just didn't see Donnarumma in that team.
Is it better now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
How, how
Hello
you doing?
everyone. I hope, yeah, I'm good, bro. I was supposed to join at like an hour ago. I've just been
Mm,
fucking around, trying to get my shit sorted.
okay.
You know, how long you staying on for? Are you winding down already?
I'm close to 2 hours now. We can chill a little bit.
Okay, okay. How you
Um,
been? How you been, bro?
no, I've been good. You know, the summer is good. The season is nearly over. Not that much
Yep,
work.
yep.
Uh, I'm just very excited to finally be able to end off the season.
Yeah. Well, has the weather been good for you guys as well in Sweden?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice,
yeah. Very
nice.
good
Yeah.
weather. Sun, a
Yep.
little bit of wind, but that's calm.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you?
Yeah, same here, but it's been boiling. Honestly,
Hmm.
no, it's been very very nice, very sunny. Been very very summer's really started. It's been very
Yeah.
very nice.
So, how you feeling about tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro. I think it's gonna be a very interesting game.
Hmm?
I think I think
What?
like neither side is really coming into it with great form. I feel like we're like obviously we're winning games, but it's not anything to where you really feel that confident from it. And
Yeah.
I think from the PSG side, like obviously like certain players maybe not being 100%, and also like you said as well, the form not being great
Yeah.
domestically. So I think it'll make for like an interesting game at the very least.
Hmm?
Yeah, well, how you feeling?
No, but just very excited. I'll be vocal, DJ. I don't
Okay,
like the build up to this final from like the
okay,
Arsenal side because
yeah,
go back to last season. We're playing Inter. It just felt like we're gonna play a football game, PSG versus Inter. I think from the Arsenal side, leading up to this final, they've been talking a lot. They've been saying a lot of stuff. So honestly,
oh,
I just want the game to be played, and obviously, hopefully, it ends the way I want it to end. So then I don't have to see it anymore. Because as a
yeah.
content creator, it's been really irritating reading what I've been reading. The past 2 weeks.
What have you been reading?
Uh, Madwek is saying they're the best offensive team. Arteta is saying like two, three different times that they're gonna win. Harvard saying they're gonna win. Calafiore saying they're gonna win. And this is the way they say it as well. And then I look at all the PSG stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like we're gonna do our best and hope we can win.
Okay, so you think there's a bit of
Yeah,
arrogance there?
no, well, I think it is. I think Arsenal on purpose are doing this arrogant gimmick to
Okay.
try to get into the PSG players' minds, because I know deep down Arsenal players know that PSG is amazing, and
Right.
I think they're trying to do this as like a mental game. Let's irritate PSG. Let's get under their skin. So they play a game emotionally. Maybe they get a red
Mm.
card, maybe a bad tackle, maybe a penalty or something.
Yeah. No,
So yeah,
that's a yeah. That's an interesting
yeah,
perspective. To be fair.
yeah. I just want it to end. I just want this football season to end. I just want Arsenal to stop. I mean, celebrate your Premier League title. I think Arsenal should fully celebrate their Premier League title, and they can talk trash to all of their rivals in the Premier League that have been
Right.
talking trash. Like PSG, respect PSG. We respect Arsenal. I don't understand why Arsenal can't respect PSG. So I don't like how disrespectful they've been heading into this final.
Yeah, I hadn't actually seen too much of the news surrounding the game. I think a lot of my sort of feed on Twitter and Instagram has been more about the transfers. So I
Yeah,
hadn't actually seen a lot of what you're talking about. To funny enough,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
But no,
maybe
that's
maybe
interesting.
Twitter
To be
on
fair.
purpose have been spamming me with all this stuff, man, to rage bait me and make me mad.
Maybe.
And then I've been trying to
um.
search for it as well.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough then. Yeah. No, I think like it's one of them ones where you don't want to set yourself up for failure by talking like a big game and then you're unable to back it up when it really matters. So I think,
Yeah,
like you said, you should just go into the game, play like with your game plan in mind, but not trying. You can't win the match by in the press conference, you know.
yeah,
So at the end of the day, like you don't do too much, don't say too much. Just let it play out the way it's gonna play
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, apart from that, apart from the build up, just looking forward for a massive game, Champions
Yep.
League final.
Yep.
It's not gonna be as easy as last year's Champions League final. Uh, yeah,
What's happening with Dembouz? Is he fit?
yeah, he's gonna start. Yeah, he's fit.
Okay. All right.
Hakim is gonna start as well.
Okay.
And
Is
so PSG have
Fabiano or Warren in
messed it up.
midfield?
Yeah, it's gonna be Fabian. Yeah,
Fabiano. Oh, so Warren benched.
yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah, so no, I'm very happy that we finally have all of our players.
Yeah. What do you think of Jose to Madrid? Were you surprised by that?
Um, not really. I mean, Madrid are in their banter era, so yeah. I mean, this is a banter era type of managerial signing. What do you think? Mm-mm. What they will do is going long and win the second boss. That's how they kill Bayern. That could be an interesting tactic. Going long, win second balls. I mean, we have good players to win, duels and so on. But that could be an interesting tactic, trying to play in our half, pressing us really high. I would say one big difference between us and Bayern is the pace. We have a lot of pace. The fullbacks, the wingers. So yeah. Yo.
Yeah, I lagged out for a second.
Mm-mm-mm.
You were talking about Madrid in the banter era.
What?
You were talking about how Madrid in the banter era.
Yeah. So how did you feel about the Mourinho acquisition?
Bro, I was shocked. Like that's one of the most surprising things I've seen in a
Mm.
long. I had no idea that they wanted him. I mean, Jose has been washed for I'd say probably since like the first couple of months when he was at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they saw in him to think that he's gonna fix the issues at the club.
Yeah.
That's a very strange appointment for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially as well with all the young, exciting coaches that are available.
Okay. Who?
So someone like Iraola, I don't know where he's going, but
Iraola to Madrid.
yeah, but I think he's done if you want to go the young coach route, I think he's done a good job at Bournemouth, and I think he's earned.
No, but we're talking Madrid.
Is Jose a better coach than Iraola in today's football?
No, but why I'm saying to Madrid, DJ, it's because managing a club like Madrid, it's not just about tactics, like Ariola is good at. It's about that manager. Do you have that experience? Mourinho obviously has managed big clubs.
Yeah, I agree. I'm being facetious.
Like
I agree.
Ariola, it would have been like Ariola goes to maybe goes to, I don't know, maybe Liverpool and then to Madrid or something, like to another better club. It's like we would never go for Ariola.
Yeah, no, I'm being silly.
No, he's a good coach. Like I think United, AC Milan wanted him. I read, but they're broke, so he doesn't want to go there.
No. No. I mean, okay. Let me think. Let me actually think for a second.
Like Madrid, what you're thinking? Ancelotti, you're thinking Zidane. I think Nagelsmann is a good shot.
Yeah, bro.
If he leaves Germany,
you read my mind.
You was thinking him?
I was thinking Nagelsmann. Yeah, I was low-key thinking as well. Nagelsmann to Chelsea. That's what I was thinking could be on before they got Alonso. But yeah, I think someone like Nagelsmann, if Germany have a disappointing World Cup, he could be had probably.
I think Klopp is a dream signing for them.
Yeah, Klopp is another one. I just feel like it's just the signing is just a very uninspiring move.
Yeah. Should have gotten a senior. No. I do. I do. But going into this game, DJ, let's talk about you. How are you gonna watch this game? Are you gonna celebrate every goal? Are you gonna be mad at every goal? Because I remember you said before, because PSG won it last year, you're gonna like be more on the Arsenal side.
Yes, that is true.
So,
are
you fully gonna be Arsenal fan, or like if I don't know, Dumbu scores a brace, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, at least PSG win again. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like it's just one of the ones where I'm gonna feel how I feel. I feel like it's hard to say that prediction. I think, like I said, I'm gonna be hoping obviously Arsenal get it done, but like, I'm just gonna enjoy the game. I think it's gonna be the same way it was for the first leg last year, where it was just enjoy the game, whatever happens, and just go with the flow pretty much.
This is a final though. One game.
Yeah. Now, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, like what do you think my mental should be?
I don't know. I've never. Okay, you know what, DJ? So it's not about clubs. I went live and watched Algeria versus Sweden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good comp, I think.
So and I'm half. So I was supporting both. And I said before I went to the game, I was like, I'm gonna celebrate every goal. I mean, it was a friendly as well. Sweden took a 4-0 lead, celebrated all goals, and then Algeria came back and the game ended 4-3. And I celebrated 7 goals. It was a friendly though, so there was nothing on the stakes. But I celebrated both and I was happy with either outcome. That's because I'm like 50-50. So that's, I guess, an example I could have given. But obviously here it's stakes on the line. PSG have a UCL, Arsenal don't, so it's a little bit different. But wouldn't you say Arsenal winning a Premier League is like happiness for this season? Like if PSG don't win the UCL, it's a little bit of a mid-season. Like we haven't looked good and so on. You reach a final just to lose it.
No, I hear you. Like I think, you know what it is weird though as well is, I didn't really feel that fulfilled with the Prem win. Is that bad to say?
What do you mean?
As far as like, I think I said it a month ago after we lost at the Etihad. It didn't really feel like we won the league. To this day, I still kind of feel like City just gave it to us with how bad they were.
Are you saying that after they beat you in that important game 2-1?
Yeah. Like I think everyone felt, like Arsenal gonna bottle it, you know. And
yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this was the game to win it. This was the game to prove you're the champions.
Exactly. You know, like I don't know if that's just me as being silly, but I still kind of feel like City gave it to us in a way. Like I didn't feel fulfilled. Like obviously it was nice to see everybody celebrating and everyone happy and all that, but it didn't feel. I just I just didn't get the feeling, that sort of like the elation really. I didn't get that. Yeah.
Now we'll see how the game goes. Most of your like the people like and so on in England, they're all non-Arsenal fans support PSG, right? Like just assume.
Oh yeah. Of course, yeah. Everybody hates Arsenal. Come on now. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I've seen some people ask like, who has the more pressure on them?
I think PSG probably. Because I feel like the pressure is off a little bit after finally not bottling the league. So I think it's almost like house money kind of thing,
Yeah. But then it's also like about like favorites. Like when you're favorites, obviously you have more pressure and expectation to win the game.
Yeah, that is true as well. Do you know what the odds are as far as favorites?
Where should I check?
I think maybe just search up.
The first one I can do is, I think on FootMob they do like people vote.
Maybe no, but that's this fan voting, isn't it? I guess.
Oh, here's Bet. Okay, here's Bet365. You see on the right side.
Yeah, I see it.
So 2.4 to PSG, 3 to Arsenal.
Okay.
Oh, this is the betting. Oh, this is the votes. Look at that. 1.3 million votes.
Damn.
80% PSG.
Jeez.
I could check Polymarket.
Oh, I've not used Polymarket before.
So Polymarket is basically like that voting thing, but people put money on it, so they're more likely to say what they actually feel because money is on the line. So if you do maybe Champions League winner, 57% PSG, 44% Arsenal. What would you give percentages?
I'd say 55-45 probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, is any moderator in the chat? Could you please mute this person right here? Okay, let's say Arsenal lose this game. How do you think Arsenal are going to move away from this game?
Say it again.
Let's say Arsenal lose the game. How are they going to move away from the game?
I think Arteta is going to say this is only phase 8. another year, another step forward in the Champions League, and
Yeah.
onto next season. That's what he's gonna say.
And what about PSG?
Like what happens if they lose?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Mo, I don't really like what is the next sort of step in the project. I feel like it's kind of tough where everything is building towards, you got to win Champions League, you have to win Champions League. But now it's like Champions League is done, back-to-back finals. It's like, where do you really go from it? Is it just, do you think it's just about keep getting stronger? Just keep trying to improve?
No, I think if we didn't have that Club World Cup defeat, it would have been easier to move on. Because then you would say you won the UCL last year, you went to the final, you didn't win it this year. Unlucky. But because we lost that Club World Cup final, DJ, it feels like this final is to like revenge from the Club World Cup final.
Okay, that's how you see it.
Yeah, because for me, I wanted back to back after we won the Champions League, but I think after losing that Club World Cup final, that's when I really wanted back to back. And I think same with the PSG players. Like when you look at the pictures and everything, the players were cooked. That's the only trophy we have. Wait, under Luis Enrique, DJ, we've only lost out on 2 trophies or 3 trophies. Champions League in his first season, Club World Cup, and then Coupe de France this season.
Mm-hmm.
So usually we win what we compete in under Luis Enrique, but yeah.
No, I think that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I think like when you look at the squad, I would say the only real holes are maybe getting like a successor to Fabian, maybe someone who can come in as a rotation option and then surpass him in maybe 18 months' time. Same thing with Marquinhos. And then I think with the striker position, is like if Dembele has another season next season like he had this season, do you think the board is going to start looking at him like they looked at Neymar, and maybe even Cavani to an extent?
No. This thing, I don't think if we lost, like there would be too much like reactionary stuff, because we've been very great this season. I think they would just do, let's go into next season.
No, obviously, what I'm saying is if Dembele keeps having injury, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The thing is though, like when he's fit, he's so good. So I don't think that matters. Especially DJ PSG got the new thing of you only get like 70% of your wage guaranteed. 30% of it is like bonuses to play games and so on. This is like a new wage strategy. So even from like an economical standpoint, I think they're a little bit calm with debuts and injuries as well. But we did read that PSG wants to strengthen the squad once again, whether we win the Champions League or not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Alvarez potentially. We're looking at Krupi. Krupi will cook.
Oh, okay. I like Krupi. Good player.
I know that we wanted Fernandes from West Ham, but I saw like West Ham are asking for crazy money, like 70, 80 million for him, which doesn't make any sense. They just got relegated.
It's because they have a 50% sell-on clause with Southampton.
Ah,
so they
50%.
Yeah, 50%. Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen with.
I wonder what's going to happen with that, because
I feel like there's no amount that West Ham are going to get that they're going to be happy with, So it's tough.
But I think they bought him for 40 million. How can you buy someone for 40 million? Southampton were in the championship.
Yeah.
And then have a 50% resale.
Yeah. It's like that dodgy Greenwood deal.
Yeah. I know, SP. I'm just very exciting. I'm very excited. Especially as a content creator, I just don't want this game to be over with, and I can finally say, okay, I have my like summer holiday fully. It's just being in my head 24/7 thinking about this game. What's gonna happen? Oh, we have some predictions here from some football players. This is David Silva.
Okay.
1-0 Arsenal.
1-0 to the Arsenal.
Ooh, Xavi.
Xavi Simmons or which Xavi? Spanish Xavi?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, I feel so bad for Xavi Simmons, man. Like, what do you mean?
Like the
20 minutes
injury.
ago? Yeah, playing for that shit club, man. Oh my days. Fucking hell, man.
Okay, so Child. Okay, so 2-1 at the moment to PSG prediction, sir. Wow, what? Rio always glazes us, man.
What do you say?
No, he predicted 1-0 to Arsenal,
Oh, okay.
2-1 to PSG. Oh, this is Joro, right? He used to play for Arsenal. Joro.
Yeah, Drew.
Drew.
I think that's how you say his name, yeah.
2-1 Arsenal. Cordoba 2-1 PSG. Ashley Cole 2-2. 1-0 Arsenal. 2-1 PSG. 2-1 Arsenal. 2-2, and then Arsenal win on pens. Cazorla 2-1 Arsenal. Wow, it's a lot of ex-Arsenal players they've been asking here. But have you noticed every single one has a 1 goal? Wow, Yaya doesn't rate Arsenal. He has 2-0, and then Xavi had 3-1. Apart from that, everything was like 2-1 or 1-0 to either of the two teams.
Yeah, very tight.
Yeah, a lot of ex-Premier League people there, yeah. Yaya hates Arsenal. Why would he hate Arsenal? I don't remember him having like a beef or something with Arsenal. So did you? What's your prediction? No, there were no predictions. Is it 1-0 Arsenal like a lot of people have been saying?
No. I'd say I'd say 2-0 PSG probably, I think.
2-0 PSG.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, really, DJ?
What
does your heart
1-0.
say?
I'd say 1-0 or 2-0, I think. That's what my head says, 1-0, 2-0.
You're predicting PSG to go back to back?
I think so, yeah. Because I feel like the problem we have is, Mo, we can't score goals. Like we just can't score goals. That's the problem, bro. Like okay, to be fair, Palace is okay. The attack looked decent, but beyond that, like we can't score goals. We don't create anything. And I feel like big game Marquinhos is gonna show up. You know, big game Nuno Mendes is gonna show up. Like the defense is gonna be on lock, and the press as well. Like I don't trust because as well. So towards the end of the season, obviously Zubimendi's kind of been dropped. So the midfield is not even really that stable. You know, like I'm not even sure who's gonna play in midfield. So I don't trust the build up. I don't trust the winger play, and obviously the defense is gonna be solid, but I don't even the threat from set pieces is not as good as it was, you know, earlier this season, a couple years ago. So like, how are we gonna score goals? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like PSG, like DJ, it's easier for us to predict how PSG is gonna look in this game because we've seen PSG in so many big Champions League games and a final.
Exactly.
And as you said, that's been the thing why I never thought Arsenal could even win the Premier League, DJ. Because of the lack of chance creation from open play.
Right.
Like I think I saw some stat 34 goals from set pieces this season. I mean that's like a third of Arsenal's goals from set pieces.
Yeah.
But what that also means is Arsenal struggle, as you said, to create from open play.
Yeah.
I think they will try to maximize set pieces versus us. I'm gonna show you my prediction here. 1 second.
Okay.
Just do this. Yeah. Torre predicts PSG to win 2-0 versus Arsenal. So this is my prediction. So I had the 2-0, 1-0 is like you said. So I'm expecting 0-0 first half. We come out well in the second half, get 57th minute, and then Gonzalo just to to kill the game towards the end of the game.
Yeah,
that's what I'm expecting because I think PSG knows that the game plan should be to try to keep a clean sheet. because we can't keep a clean sheet versus Arsenal. Like Arsenal scored 6 goals, DJ, in 6 Champions League knockout stage games. You know how many knockout goals Dembuz has?
5,
6. You know how many
Oh,
knockout
6.
goals Khvicha has?
8. I don't know how many.
Yeah, no, 6. So like
6. Oh,
Dembuz
okay.
has as many as Arsenal in knockout stages, and same with Kvara. So I think we should try to just keep the clean sheet, and goals will come. Goals will come at some point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But how do you think they were playing? What do you think Arsenal's best plan is? Is it to press high? Is it to sit back?
Okay, let me have a think. I'm trying to think back to how we played at City when we played City earlier this season. Um, hmm. I think probably I would say in the transition might be our best opportunity. Maybe if Hakimi or Nuno get caught up the pitch, Saka
Yep.
or Trossard cheat a little bit and then try and get through on the counter attack. Like I
Yeah.
don't trust us trying to play through the press, trying to build up from the back and really get the ball into the final third. So
Yeah.
I think in transition and then maybe set pieces would be the best sort of path forward.
Mm.
And especially, I think to start the game, I could see a lot of long balls being played, balls into the channel, trying to sort of have players hold it up, bring other players into play. I think that's probably going to be the plan to start off, start off the game.
Yeah. No, I agree as well. And one thing I've read about Arsenal as well, they love to slow the game down, DJ.
Yeah.
They take the longest time for like corners, set pieces. One game, you guys had the recent game against Brighton, you won 1-0. Arsenal wasted 30 minutes that game, DJ.
Yeah.
So honestly, Arsenal could even try to play for pens. Like play for a draw. Arsenal could defend the draw. What do you think?
Please, sorry, say that again.
Arsenal could play for a draw.
Play for a draw? No, I don't think so. How?
You don't think so?
No. I feel like playing for a draw against a team that can score a goal out of anything. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, does it? You know?
But if Arsenal get a goal in the first minute, they're just gonna park the bus for the rest of the game, right?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Of course. If we score in the first minute, yeah, they definitely would park the bus. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But the thing as well, though, to be fair, I think our way of parking the bus isn't like Atleti, where it's just hoofball. You know, like
Yep.
we will have that sort of pep mode where okay, just keep the ball, keep it ticking, just try and keep possession and
Yeah.
try and kill the game. So I think, to be fair, that's something we've done quite well recently. You know, did it against Burnley, against Newcastle. What other team? Yeah, but I think Burnley and Newcastle are the two main ones. So holding on for 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0 wins. Yeah.
Would this be Arsenal's best ever season?
Oh, yes. In terms of trophies, obviously yes, but not like actual football though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like I'd say low key, that 21-22 season for a good period. I think that was some of the most fun I've had watching Arsenal. I think in 21-22.
Yeah.
Like especially up until Aubameyang got exiled, I was having a lot of fun watching Arsenal that year. And then I think 22-23 when Jesus first joined, that was really fun as well. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But like trophy wise and so on.
Yeah, trophy wise, because that's the thing with football is like I can't. The trophies don't like the trophies at the end of the season don't change how I feel watching every match. You know, so I feel like in a way this might sound silly, but it's like the trophies almost cover up like what is terrible football. So it's like 90-minute slog every single week, watching the team struggle to create, struggle to score goals, having to rely on bullshit goals. like technically, yes, it's all now worth it because we won the Prem. But
Yeah.
I know how I felt watching 50+ games of dog shit every single week, every single game. So it's like the trophy doesn't change how I feel. It's just it's not a nice little, almost like a consolation, almost.
Yeah, because like what I would say to some Arsenal fans, DJ, I think they're listening too much to the haters. Like, for example, when I talk with you, it feels like you just support Arsenal because you like Arsenal. Whereas for some people, it's nearly they're insecure that they're supporting Arsenal because Arsenal hasn't won anything, which technically makes them into a glory hunter. You get me, DJ? It's like if Arsenal don't win a trophy, their love for Arsenal becomes less.
Right.
Like, I don't support PSG for trophies. I want PSG to win, but if PSG go on a drought or something, I'm still gonna support PSG.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really think you can do the glory hunter thing with Arsenal though, because I don't think there's really that much glory in being an Arsenal fan. I feel like it's one of them things where it's just like it sticks with you, right? So it's like you just that's your club, right? Cool. But I feel like if you were going to be a glory hunter, let's say you've been supporting the club for like 10, 15 years. If you were going to be a glory hunter, you would have probably supported Chelsea. Like, if you were living in London, you would have supported Chelsea.
Yeah.
If you were, let's say, you just wanted to support a Prem team, you would have probably supported what? So we're saying 15 years ago it was 2011. So maybe you would have supported maybe City. Maybe that would have been a bit early to be a glory hunter for City. But like United as well was there. But like I think with Arsenal, it's like it's like the infectious energy of the club. It's not, you don't get the trophies that you get maybe playing for, like being a Chelsea fan or being a United fan in the past or a City fan now. But I think it's just like, it's something about the Arsenal that, that gets you going, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not even saying like glory hunter. I'm just saying a lot of people, I don't know, their love and affection and support of a club has to do with, a trophy. It's like a City fan tells an Arsenal fan, you haven't won a Premier League in 20 years. And the Arsenal fan nearly gets like emotional from it. And it's like, yeah, that is true. What the fuck? Come on, Arsenal. It's like the way you're saying. For you, DJ, it nearly feels like the football that Arsenal play is more important than winning a title. Because you want to enjoy. You're going to be there watching their games. You want to enjoy all the games.
Exactly, bro. That's genuinely how I feel. Like, I want to enjoy watching my team play football, bro. Like, the trophies it only you only get so much out of that, basically, is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Like,
and it goes by quickly. You win the trophy the next day, it's
exactly. It's like, oh, the team's still shit. Like, okay, you won the Prem, nice. But when we we're at fucking, I don't know, we draw 0-0 against Hull next season at the KCOM Stadium. Gyökeres misses 2 sitters. Then you're not gonna be able to say, "Oh, at least we won the Prem last year." No, we're still not a good team, bro. Like, come on, please. Like when you watch Martinelli Madueke fail to beat their man for the 15th time in a row, bro. Like the Prem title ain't fixing that, man. Please.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's more like the narrative around other teams. Like now, other fan bases, DJ, would stop hating on Arsenal and troll them as much because they've won the Premier League. So that has stopped.
Yeah.
But
that is true.
The football, as you said, is probably like, would you say the least enjoyable, like footballistically, in a while, or like strictly Arsenal?
No. I think probably I'd say it's probably recency bias. Like that 2021 season. So Arteta's first full season, that was really bad for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, now don't get me wrong. The Chelsea game from when Smith Rowe and Saka first came into the starting 11, and then Odegaard I think came in January. That was a good time. Like, I had a good fun watching Arsenal from pretty much December of 2020 up until pretty much the end, up until the Villarreal second leg. That game pissed me off. But up until that point, I had a lot of fun. You know what it is though with football, yeah? When the expectations are on the ground, I feel like that's when you can have the most fun, right? So there was no expectation. Everybody knew Arsenal was shit. So I was just having fun watching us actually look like a proper team, So like, but now that the expectations are so high, I feel like there's a lot more pressure, so you don't enjoy the games as much. So it's just, I feel like that's just the way it works, isn't it, in a way?
But then
Do
you
you
got
ever get that
exceptions.
feeling?
What
was that?
exactly?
Like, I think with PSG, where it's like maybe in the early stages of the takeover, for example, the pressure maybe wasn't as much. So I think you were able to just enjoy like the new PSG, that sort of thing. But like
Yeah.
maybe as the years, especially
When like
especially
Neymar,
when maybe,
Mbappe.
yeah, no, but not even Mbappe, because I think in the first 2-ish years of Mbappe, I don't think the expectations were crazy high. I think from like 1920 onwards was when it was
Yeah.
like, okay, PSG have shown they can get to Champions League final. Now every year we expect you to make that deep run. And then obviously when Messi joined, expectation went even higher. And I feel like that was a really depressing time for everybody, you know. And everyone was like, the project's
Yeah.
failed. Not NASA, Qatar are gonna bail on PSG. And all it took was getting the getting the 2 rats out of the club, and
Yeah.
now the project's back on track.
No, but it is true. When it's less pressure, less expectations, it's more enjoyable.
Yeah,
But it's also you want the stakes as well, DJ. I think that's sometimes what makes it ties, what makes the games more exciting is when stuff is on the line.
yeah,
When
I agree
a
with that.
Premier League, a trophy, or anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure.
If TV previous in their combined 11, no, I haven't seen their combined 11. I saw their predictions. I think I think everyone predicted an Arsenal win, but I think 9 out of 10 of them predicted that 1-0. Like everybody that wants Arsenal to win, DJ, are just predicting 1-0. I haven't seen someone like predict a 3-1 to Arsenal or something.
Yeah, like Arsenal couldn't score 3 goals against Burnley, relegated Burnley. Why are we going to score 3 against PSG? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Come on now, what are we doing, guys?
I just hope because both Arteta and Enrique been trolling. Both have said this game will be a showtime. Showtime. Wow. I don't know. I don't know how the game will go, man. It's because it's a massive game for both. I think Arteta knows already the Premier League thing. DJ is massive, but Arteta
Yeah,
and Arsenal players know if they win that Champions League, it's legendary status. It's legendary status. PSG, Luis Enrique, they know as well, DJ. We will be talked about like one of the best teams in football history if we make it happen.
yeah, no, I agree.
So I think both teams won it. Maybe I think both teams won it more than Inter wanted their last season, probably.
Did Inter win? No, Inter didn't win Serie A last year. Napoli won, right?
Yeah, they bottled and then they lost the Coppa Italia final because they were like on for a treble as well.
Oh, okay. No, but you know what it is that I find so funny about that is I feel like, in a way, I think with Inter, after beating Barca the way they beat Barca, I feel like the players almost mentally is like we've done our jobs, you
Yeah.
know. So I think that's why it was like the sort of mental strain having overcome what they overcame to beat Barca. I think
Yeah.
it was almost too much for them to have to then do it again, you know, to then be what do you call it? To then try and win the final as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been doing like their combined 11s. What would you do?
Oh, okay. I've seen mine. I think it's pretty straightforward. So, Ryan goal. Would you agree with that?
100%.
Hakimi Nuno, obviously.
Yep.
Okay, this is where it gets a bit contentious. I'd say, Gabriel Saliba. That's my honest opinion. I think Pacho. I think is probably a better player than Gabriel, but I think the pairing of Gabriel Saliba, I think I would put them two. Midfield, Rice, Neves, Vitinha, I think in the 3. Would you agree
Yep.
with that? Okay. And then attack, I'd go Kvara, Due, and Dembele.
Wait, say Kvara, Dembele,
And Due, yeah.
and do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think it's
I think
tight competition, him and Saka?
uh kinda. Like the problem I have with Saka is like I'm just one of them. I'm one of them people where my eyes can't deceive me. So I
Yeah.
watch Due play every week. I watch Saka play every week. I know which player I'm more impressed by. To me, it's that simple, bro. Like I don't care. Saka's been playing well for 5 years, bro. I watch football with my eyes. I
Yeah.
watch one player l- amaze me every week. I watch Saka struggle to beat his man every week. It's really that simple. I'm
What,
sorry. Like
what about
I don't know
Saka?
what to say.
Peak Saka though. Peak Saka versus
No,
Due.
no, yeah, I'd say peak. But the thing as well, though, even peak Saka is like I still think Pete Saka was a limited player, but he was a player who fit his role in a very good functional team. Whereas the
Yeah.
thing with Due is an all rounder. Like he can create, he can
Yeah.
dribble, he can finish, he can score. You know, like okay, maybe he maybe can't do everything Saka can do as far as like be a touchline winger and do exactly the role Saka plays. But really and truly, I care more about being versatile than I care about the shit that Saka does. Like I think the stuff Due does is what wins you matches every week. And I think that's what football is about, especially for an attacker. It's
Mhm.
about being a match winner.
Fair, fair, fair.
Yeah.
We have another one here. MVP prediction. Obviously, this has to do with the overall prediction as well. I can
Yeah.
start.
Let's
I
go.
would go with Kvara. I think
Okay.
Kvara's been the
I'll
best player in the UCL
go.
this season. Massive game,
Yeah.
and he has no World Cup and so on. So this will be his last game of the season. He'll put all the energy in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I would go Neves probably. I think.
Yeah, Neves is always a good shot.
Yeah. I would go Neves.
I just think maybe it's a little bit PR as well because they probably want to give Kvara Champions League Player of the Season, so they'll give him
Okay.
Man of
Okay.
the Match in the final. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
You're nervous, I can tell. Yeah. What, DJ? I don't think
Yeah,
there's
bro.
that much more to go through. Um, we'll be live obviously tomorrow. Uh, if you want and can, DJ, I'll be live. A little bit before the game. If you want to jump
Yeah.
on, have some pregame, just thoughts, maybe like a 10, 20 minutes, just pregame. If
Yeah.
you want to be part of that tomorrow, and then obviously we'll have a post match podcast after the game. And I have promised if PSG win the Champions League, I'll have another 24-hour live stream, just like last year.
Okay. 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 All right. I'll be there. I'll be there.
All right then, DJ.
All right. Thank you, man. You take care.
Pleasure, DJ, as always. You take care, man. Talk to you tomorrow, man. Good luck, man.
All right. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yo, what's up, Davey? I mean, both. I mean, they want to win everything, Syke. So I think at the moment they're thinking about back-to-back only, and then it would be a World Cup. If they had to choose, uh, I don't know. It's a tough one. If it was only one Champions League, I would say World Cup, but back-to-back, it's special. So let's see. Yes, sir, Alex. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. But yeah, that's been it from boy PSG. Hopefully, everyone has enjoyed this pre-match podcast. As I said, we'll be live early, very early for tomorrow's game to create the hype and everything. And yeah, Champions League final, baby. Let's get it. Hopefully, everybody's ready. Hopefully, everybody's excited. But yeah, that's been it from boy PSG. The last pre-match podcast of the season. I can't wait. And as usual,